How, at the end of history, are we going to end the Fed? Is it going to be through electing the right person to office, persuading the ruling class to make money better, to educate the masses, and somehow the Board of Governors resigns and shuts down? It's not the way it's going to happen. It's going to happen through finding an end run around the existing system and building another system on top of it.
Yeah.
And that's essentially what cryptocurrency is doing right now.
Yeah.
It's creating a new kind of money and financial system out of the energies of the private sector. And harnessing those brilliant forces of the market economy to create new things that are better than the old things.
Yeah.
It's the only way forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we haven't talked in about 6 months. What is a fairly recent development related to that you're excited about right now?
Oh, related to cryptocurrency?
Yeah.
I'm excited. Well, the more I think about it, I was just talking I had a cryptocurrency panel earlier today, and somebody asked me what I was most excited about. I'm most excited about the possibility that cryptocurrency will be able to make an end run around child labor laws, which I find to be a violation of human rights. This podcast is about school.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look what we've done to teenagers in this country. We corral them in classrooms. We forbid them from being valuable in the marketplace on penalty of law. We have truancy laws. We arrest any employer who employs anybody, under a certain age. I mean, it's egregious. But you think about it. If you have cryptocurrency and you can live in a digital realm, and you're 14 years old and you're 13 years old and you're a marvelous programmer, photo editor, whatever, you can now go to peer-to-peer services, offer your services and get paid for it in cryptocurrency, and the bureaucracies have no control over it. I mean, it's a chance for the liberation of the youth.
I have a nephew. He's about to turn 16.
Yeah.
When he was 14 years old, smoking pot, getting in trouble in school, getting bad grades, which is school's metric for whether or not you're doing well in school. And my brother was really out of sorts about what to do. He turned 15. He got a job. He's like, oh, my life has meaning and direction, and I have purpose and effect. And not that I care about grades, but straightened himself out in school. There's nothing I can do about that he goes to school. But he straightened himself out there, stopped getting in trouble, which can be a very dangerous thing for a teenager. You have to be valuable to
the world.
And really just walks with his head held high, like he's purposeful, just scooping ice cream.
I know.
That's all it took.
Awesome. Did you? We're standing here next to this little kielbasa stand. I don't know if you noticed yesterday that there was a little girl. She's maybe 6 years old.
No, I didn't.
She's working the stand here. Because it's a family business. It's allowed under federal law. If your parents own a business, you're allowed to work for it as a family member, which is a horrible discrimination in some ways. I mean, it should be permitted for everybody. Anyway, she's about 6 years old, and she's standing up in this chair, taking orders for sausages and writing, them down and taking the money and giving change. And then it was just, she's so serious. And for her, it's play acting, but not really. It's really providing value. And I looked at her and I thought, all the children of the world should have this opportunity to do real things, to do meaningful things. And yet we forbid it. We forbid it. What are we doing? It's crazy. So,
you could have had 10,000 of these things that you earned in some video game.
That's true.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, hey, will you sell me your sword?
Right.
It'll be
That's right.
3,000 Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And there are people who have stories like that.
Yeah.
Like a guy who could spend 17,000 of them on a pizza.
But now it has become normal and regular. You can actually make money this way, and no matter what age you are, you can get paid in this stuff and be able to use it. I mean, imagine, you're 11 years old and you find a gig online and then you're able to provide services. You get paid in Bitcoin, and then you can spend your Bitcoin and getting cool stuff that you want to buy online. I mean, you're almost free. I mean, how awesome is that?
It is. It's amazing.
And you can't do that through the regular banking system or nationalized money. Our money is all bound up with the regulatory state.
Yeah.
And therefore with the prison system of public school. So you liberate the money, you liberate people too.
Absolutely. And then maybe someday when people start to open their eyes and realize some of the dysfunction and the problems in the world, they don't look for the guy on the white horse anymore.
That's the idea.